To the NFL, within moments of the story breaking out, Twitter went crazy, top trending with images like this. Richard Sherman, the free agent, bombastic Pro Bowl cornerback, synonymous with the enemy, Seattle, a man the 49ers love to hate, signed Saturday with San Francisco. 49ers empire have burned their minds with images of Sherman saying things like this.
Well, I'm the best corner in the game. When you try me with a sorry receiver like Crabtree, that's the result you're going to get.
Remember Sherman after the 2014 NFC Championship game when he knocked the ball away from Michael Crabtree? And then a year later, ate turkey on the 50-yard line at Levi Stadium. Seemingly right after he was released by Seattle, the 49ers signed him to a 3-year, $39 million deal. Both sides must feel his Achilles injury he suffered last year will heal just fine. Sherman had 32 picks in 7 seasons with the Seahawks, made 4 Pro Bowls. He went to Stanford, started off as a receiver before Jim Harbaugh moved him to corner. He is expected to start with 49ers alongside Ahkello Witherspoon. Now, if we only had a beat writer to sort this thing out. Oh, look, it's Matt Barrows from San Jose. Beat writer extraordinaire for the Sacramento Bee. The favorite angle for me will be these people that just vilified this man. I mean, there was hate with a capital H on this man. These same fans have to turn around. They got to rally behind him.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's easy to see why. I mean, at the end of that 2013 championship game, he was as smarmy as you could possibly be. Didn't exactly win any sportsmanship awards for what he did with Michael Crabtree and Colin Kaepernick. But I get the sense that once he gets his hands on an interception and starts making some of those big plays for San Francisco, the fan base will start to turn around a little bit. You wrote a terrific
great inside story with just your takes on Sherman, who I think, just by opinion, he could be the most impactful corner the 49ers have had since Deion Sanders.
Yes.
You buying that?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he's the best at what he does, and he's not just a prototypical cornerback for this defense. He's the prototype for this defense. He's exactly what they want. A big, he's almost 6'3", long-armed guy who gets his hands on receivers and just sort of locks down one side of the field.
My first thought was, why the 49ers? Did he want to stay in the NFC West? Did he want to maybe he pick the one team that Seattle just doesn't get along with and go play for them?
I think that's going to be high on his list when we finally get it. He gets to play against Russell Wilson twice a year. There were all sorts of reports that he and Wilson, or rather the defense, was a bit resentful of Wilson, who had sort of favorite son status inside the Seahawks locker room. And I think he's going to be very eager to prove that the Seahawks' recent success was more due to the defense than it was to Russell Wilson.
Yeah, we should remind the folks out there that, yeah, he's still kind of recovering a little bit from the torn Achilles tear. I mean, that can take some time. But as he said, training camp, he said he'd be good to go.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a full tear. I think that the Achilles started to tear, and that's when he had surgery on it. And I think that's probably a big deal as far as the recovery time.
Is it me? But I kind of feel like there's this groundswell of optimism. Everything seems to kind of be falling the 49ers' way. You feeling that?
Oh, feeling it. You know, Lady Luck with that coin flip in Indy a week and a half ago. Absolutely. I mean, Richard Sherman said before he began his free agent tour, which ended up being one stop, that he wanted to play for a contender and he wanted to play for a team that had a good quarterback. And the fact that he said that and then immediately signs with the 49ers, that kind of shows you how other teams, other players are viewing San Francisco right now, and they do see them as a possible contender.
Well, Matt, as we say goodbye, I'm putting my Virginia knit cap on because I think we're making game day television history. I don't think never before have 2 alums of the University of Virginia run a game day, but we're doing it tonight. As we say goodbye, I'll just end it with this. Wahoo wah, Matt.
Wahoo wah, Vern. Wahoo wah.
UNV Virginia. Hey, Sherman will have a conference call with members of the local media tomorrow at 10 a.m.